Okay, so this is the conversation. All right, a few years ago, I was in a taxi, and I think it was near that Bob Marley's 70th birthday, and something came on over the radio saying that they're going to be having this show and all that. And then the taxi, which was at the time at a farm store collecting some feed and fertilizer for a man. All right, the taxi was there, so we were just sitting listening to the radio, and the man said, I mean, didn't know about Marley, you know. And of course, my ears went up because nothing beats a good conversation or a good story. And as he was there, he spoke of the fact that he came from 9 Mile, and he remembers a particular day when he and Bob Marley went to pick oranges. And he said, well, me and Bob in a tree, Bob say, you know, say me I got on, me I go make music. Yeah, come. And he said, but Bob, who you know at on? Oh, you got on? Where you gonna do at on? Bob said, me I make music, man. Me I do music. You know, come. And he said, he looked at Bob and he considered basically the negatives. And he decided not to go to Kingston, not to pursue music, not to be great. And why do I tell that story? Why is it important to learn something from the conversation with Bob Marley? So many times opportunity hits us right in the face and we step away from it. I don't know, but he was in his 70s too, or around 70, and he was a farmer, and from the look of things weren't going so good. And I have been haunted, so I guess he probably was, with the whole idea that this man could have gone with Bob. Who knows? There is a high level of probability that he would have made something else of himself. He would have probably been great. Who knows? Not saying that all individuals aren't unique and aren't important. But the fact is that many times in life, people pass up opportunities that will never come back. They give up the little chance to be themselves or to become great. And why? When they're old, when they should be enjoying the fruits of their labor, they are still struggling to make ends meet. Is it possible that we as people, we can start looking at a future that doesn't exist? Can we start planning, organizing our life so that in the future we will have the future we would want? I don't know. It seems like there's a whole lot going on. And this generation, I can tell you, the young generation, there's a probability that 70% of them will not make it. Therefore, I see it necessary to use every opportunity I can to reach them, to teach them, to motivate them, to encourage them. One conversation about Bob Marley opened my eyes. It put me into a zone where I know how to track, how to identify opportunities. And I have decided that when they come, I'm going to grasp them with both hands. And I'm not going to let go. Just as Jacob said to the angel, I'm not going to let you go until you bless me. So we have to decide in ourselves, and we have to motivate and encourage the young people that guess what? Even though we are your parents, we won't always be here for you. So you need to make the most of today, of now, so that you can have a future and a grand one. Too many young people I've met, they have no plans for the future. They don't know of next year. They don't know of next 5 years, 10 years. They don't know. When I was young, we had plans. As unrealistic as they were, because 5 years after high school, we would have the big house, we would have the cars, we would have the big job, the family, the everything all together. That couldn't be done. But still, there was something that we were aspiring towards. This year, like many other years, of my 16 years in the college classroom, I realized that people just need to be met at a level before leaving high school. It's just necessary. There must be something we can do to impact the younger generation, because the reality is we will have to live in the society that has been vilified, the society that has been destroyed, and the society where they have no respect for us. There was a final word that I got last year that kind of kicked me out of every zone of comfort I could imagine. It was simple. We always say the young men and women in school, they are the future. They are the next generation. They are the men and women of tomorrow. But the story said, if they are the men and women of tomorrow, who are the men and women of today? And what are we doing while we are in charge? So I've decided that I'm going to live a different life. I'm going to have a different kind of impact. I'm going to reach further. I'm going to reach wider. And I'm going to make a difference. I'm Koshiba. Thank you.